Practice set 2.2. In the figure which is shown, line M is parallel to line N and line P is the transversal. We are asked to find the value of X. Now, as you have seen, two angles are marked in the figure. One is 3x and the other one is x. And as you know, both these angles are inside the parallel lines. So that means 3x and x are interior angles. Now we know each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degrees. That means 3x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. Now both the variables are the same. So when we add it, we get 4x is equal to 180 degrees. So how do we solve this equation? We get x is equal to 180 upon 4. And we know that when we divide this, you know that 4 goes into twice. This will go 90 times. This will go once. This will go 45 times. So you have the value of x is equal to 45 degrees. Sum number 2. In the figure shown, line P is the transversal. Line A is parallel to line B. We have to find out what is X. Now two angles are marked. One angle is 4x and the other one is marked as 2x. Now we have to find the value of X. There are many ways in which we can solve this. Maybe by using interior angles, maybe by using alternate angles, maybe by using corresponding angle method. Now let us use our previous knowledge. You may have heard of vertically opposite angles. So, if this angle is 2x, this automatically becomes 2x because both these angles are vertically opposite angles. So, I'm writing over here 2x. And the reason is vertically opposite angles. Suppose I say this is M and this is N. I will first say angle M is equal to angle N. The reason is vertically opposite angles. Now if you look at these two angles, they are inside the parallel lines and they are on the same side of the transversal. That means they are interior angles. And as you know, each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is supplementary. So using that property, we know that 4x plus 2x is equal to 180. Now here the variables are the same. So you get 6x is equal to 180. So you have x is equal to 180 upon 6. So you have x is equal to, 1 6 are 6, 36 are 180. So x is equal to 30 degrees. Now we come to sum number 3. Look at the given figure. Line T and line S are the transversals of two parallel lines P and Q. We have to find the measure of angle X and angle Y. Now, this is the first sum you are doing with two transversal. So, my suggestion is just cover one transversal for the time being so that we can only concentrate on one. It may be confusing. Now, if you look at this figure, there are two parallel lines P and Q and the transversal is T. They have told you the measure of this angle is 40 degrees and you have to find out X. Now you can solve this sum by using interior angle property, corresponding angles or alternate angles. Now I am using corresponding angle property. That is, that corresponding angles are congruent. So, let us find which is the corresponding of this angle. Corresponding angles have matching corners. So, if this is 40, this also is 40 degrees because they are matching corners. Now, let us go ahead to find out X. Now, boys, maybe last year you learned about linear pairs. Now, two angles that are adjacent and supplementary are linear angles. Now, what is the meaning of the word supplementary? Supplementary means 180 degrees. And adjacent means they have a common arm. See, now look at these two angles. They have this as their common arms. And moreover, that this is a straight angle which is 180 degrees. So they form what is known as a supplementary pair. Now let us come to find out X. If I say this is, say, M. So you know that M is equal to 40 degrees. The reason is corresponding angles. Now you know that M plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Reason is linear pair. Now M is 40 plus X is equal to 180. So you have, solving this equation, X is equal to 180 minus 40. So you have X is equal to 140 degrees. Now let us shift the paper and hide the other transversal so that we can concentrate only on this transversal. It is only not to make us confused. Now look at these two parallel lines P and Q, and the transversal is S. Now you have to find out Y, and you're given the measure of one angle is 70 degrees. Okay, so now you know, boys, from this figure, if this is 70 degrees, the matching corner is over here. So this also is 70 degrees. Let us say that this is equal to n. So you know that n is equal to 70 degrees. The reason is corresponding angles. Now once you got n is equal to 70 degrees, you know that again y plus n is equal to 180 degrees because linear pair. Because this is a straight angle and they are adjacent, they have this as the common arm. Because this is the straight angle 180 degrees and this is the common arm. So now we know that y is equal to plus 70 degrees is equal to 180. So your y is equal to 180 minus 70. So y is equal to 110 degrees.